The whole thing started on a Tuesday morning, one normal Tuesday when life was just doing its normal life. The birds were singing, the sun was smiling like somebody who just collected salary, and Mama Abby was in the kitchen preparing okra soup. Nothing warned anybody. No sign, no dream, no message. Just one knock. Puh. 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 Loud like the person on the house. Mama Abby froze. Abby, her teenage daughter, looked up from the stool where she was peeling yam. Papa Connell, who was reading newspaper in the sitting room, removed his glasses slowly. Nobody knocked their door like that except one person. Aunty Fofo. The storm in wrapper. The unstoppable moth. The woman who can pray for 10 hours without drinking water. The only person who gives advice before greeting. When Papa Connor opened the door, time froze. There she stood, Aunty Fofo, carrying 2 Gonomosgo bags, a cooler, 1 traveling box, a Bible bigger than a laptop, and a smile that meant trouble is here. Good morning, oh, she shouted, pushing herself inside before anyone welcomed her. I just say make a branch and stay small. 2 weeks only. 2 weeks. Everybody exchanged looks. Last time she said that, she stayed 3 months and left only because she had a crusade in Port Harcourt. And just like that, their peaceful home ended. From her first night, the house lost peace. At exactly 3 a.m., Aunty Fofo started her morning devotion. No whispering. No compare. She prayed like she was fighting spiritual wrestling. Every enemy of this house, fire. Fire. Fire, she screamed, shaking the windows. Any negative thing around this street, pack and go. Abby woke up and held her chest. Even the chickens at the backyard started running around confused. Mama, she whispered, is this how she will be doing every day? Mama Abby sighed deeply. She never even start. By afternoon, Aunty Fofo had already rearranged the whole house. The chairs moved. The curtains changed position. The dining table shifted. Even the wall clock relocated. Papa Connor came out from the bathroom and almost walked outside by mistake. What is this? He asked, confused. I am helping you people, Aunty Fofo said proudly. Your house was not facing the right direction spiritually. Now it is fine. But this is my house. She hissed softly. And I am your sister. When somebody wants to help you, you should be grateful. And that was final. That evening, something strange happened. Aunty Fofo received a phone call. She stepped outside to talk. Her voice dropped low, too low. The house was quiet, and Abby accidentally overheard her saying, yes. I am inside the house. They don't know anything yet. Don't worry. I will handle everything. Abby's heart jumped. Who was she talking to? Under what? When Aunty Fofo came back inside, she smiled too brightly. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Aunty Fofo's mouth didn't rest. She advised everybody. Every time. Every minute. Every second. When Abby sneezed. My dear, that is how bad luck enters somebody's life. Cover your head before sneezing next time. When Papa Connor drank water. Huh. You are drinking water too fast. That is why your destiny is running ahead of you. When Mama Abby sat down to rest. NN. Lazy woman. Rest later. Destiny does not rest. The whole house wanted to disappear. 3 nights after her arrival, something happened. At exactly 2:45 a.m., Abby woke to a strange sound. A slow, dragging movement. Shoo. 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 Like someone walking slowly in the corridor. Then whispering. Then footsteps. Abby's heart was beating loud. She tiptoed to her door and peeped. She saw a shadow. Tall. Moving back and forth, Then she saw Aunty Fofo praying quietly in the corridor. But her prayer was different tonight. Soft, fast, secretive. And she was holding something. A small brown bag. She looked around like she didn't want anyone to see her. Then she opened the bag. Abby gasped silently. Inside were a small mirror, a red cloth, a black bead, 3 white cowries. But before she could see more, the light switched on. Aunty Fofo turned sharply. Who is there? Abby jumped and closed her door quickly, heart pounding. From that night, sleep left her eyes. Aunty Fofo took over the kitchen. That morning, she cooked jollof rice. Bright red like she used full paint. Spicy like she wanted to punish somebody. When she served it, everybody took 1 spoon and paused. Papa Connor coughed. Mama Abby drank water. Abby almost cried. Auntie, did you put pepper inside this thing at all? That is how food that chases bad energy should taste, she declared. Nobody argued again. They quietly suffered. The next suspicious thing happened during laundry. Aunty Fofo washed only her clothes. Very fine lace. Very expensive materials. Perfume smelling like imported goods. Where did she get all this? She claimed she was just managing life, yet her bag contained things richer people didn't have. When she went outside to dry clothes, one neighbor whispered, "Oh, so she is back. Huh. You people should be careful. Oh. Careful. Why?" Abby's curiosity grew like fire. Something was not adding up. One quiet afternoon, when Aunty Fofo stepped out to buy something, Abby entered her room. Just to check. Just to understand. But what she found changed everything. Under the bed, wrapped carefully inside a wrapper, was a wooden box. Abby opened it halfway. Inside were more cowries. Papers with writing. Pictures of random people. A list with dates. Including a day 3 days from now. And underneath the date, written boldly, "Return what was taken." Before she could close the box properly, she heard footsteps. Aunty Fofo was back. Abby dashed out of the room like wind and pretended to be sweeping corridor. Aunty Fofo watched her suspiciously. Very suspiciously. That evening, Papa Connor received a letter. A letter with strange handwriting. When he opened it, his face changed. He folded the letter quickly and said, "It is nothing. Just work matter." But his hand was shaking. And that night, Abby overheard her parents arguing softly in their room. Snippets of sentences escaped. "We can't tell her. She must not know. This is the worst time for this woman to show up. What if she suspects? Who should not know? What must not be said?" And why was Aunty Fofo's arrival suddenly becoming like prophecy? The truth came by accident. Abby was looking for salt in the kitchen when she overheard Mama Abby and the neighbor, Mama Ebeji, arguing quietly. Mama Ebeji said, "You people think her visit is ordinary. Fofo is in trouble. She is hiding." "Hiding?" Mama Abby whispered. "Yes. She has been going from house to house. Something is chasing her. Something she took that does not belong to her." Abby dropped the salt container. Her heart scattered. So, Aunty Fofo did not come for a family visit. She came to hide. From what? Or from who? Finally, it happened. The night everything came out. It started with loud banging on the gate around 10 p.m. 3 men. Looking angry. Looking ready. Aunty Fofo ran into the living room shaking. "Don't open that gate," she cried. But Papa Connor already opened it a little to ask what they wanted. The leader said, We came for what she took. Tell her to bring it out before we search the whole house. The whole house went silent. Auntie Fofo dropped to her knees. I did not take anything. It is a lie. They want to spoil my name. But her voice was shaking. Her eyes were dancing. And Abby remembered the wooden box. And the list. And the date, today's date. Under pressure, Auntie Fofo finally broke. She confessed the whole truth. 3 weeks earlier, she attended a burial ceremony of an old village elder. During the burial, she mistakenly took a parcel the old man left behind, thinking it was something her friend gave her. But inside the parcel was something powerful. Something traditional. Something important. The men at the gate were from the elder's family. They had been looking for the parcel ever since. Where is the parcel? Papa Connor asked quietly. Auntie Fofo pointed at the wooden box under her bed. Abby felt weak. She knew she saw trouble that day. They returned the parcel to the men. They left quietly. No shouting. No violence. Just tension and heavy silence. When they left, everybody looked at Auntie Fofo. She couldn't raise her head. Why didn't you tell us? Mama Abby asked. Because, if I returned it, they would accuse me. I didn't know what to do. And you brought your problem to our house? Papa Connor said softly. Auntie Fofo burst into tears. Real tears. Not dramatic ones. For the first time since she arrived, she looked human. Not loud. Not stubborn. Not controlling. Just afraid. After the truth came out, everything calmed down. Auntie Fofo stopped shouting. Stopped controlling. Stopped praying like thunder. She became gentle. Helpful. Quiet. Sometimes, she looked at the sky like she was apologizing to it. Abby slowly forgave her. Even laughed at some of her jokes. Even the house itself felt lighter. 2 weeks after her arrival, she finally packed her bags. This time, she didn't shout. Didn't pray loudly. She hugged everyone and said, I didn't mean to bring trouble. I was just scared. But your house gave me peace. Thank you. When she walked out the gate, the house felt empty. Too empty. Abby sighed. Mama Abby smiled. Papa Connor whispered, finally. But as they re-entered the house, Abby saw something on the dining table. A small note. It said, if trouble ever comes again, you know who to call. And underneath, a drawing of 3 cowries. Abby froze. Mama. Papa, come and see something. They rushed in. When they saw it, their eyes widened. Did she forget this intentionally, or is it a message? Nobody knew. But one thing was sure. Auntie Fofo was not done with them. Not at all. 2 months later, on a calm Sunday evening, someone knocked the door. Puh. 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 The whole family froze. Mama Abby held her chest. Papa Connor whispered, it cannot be. Abby slowly opened the door. And there she stood. Auntie Fofo. Smiling. Good evening, oh. I hope you people miss me. Because I have come again, small stay only. The whole of Sunday passed like cool breeze, but the house no remained the same again after the plate smashing walla. Even though nobody talked about it directly, the tension was hanging in the air like smoke from bushfire. Mama rose just they move around quietly. Papa Sly stopped doing his usual warm-up cough when he wants to talk. Even Sly himself was behaving like somebody that just returned from battle. But Aunty Mama no send anybody. She woke up early Monday morning, sprayed her perfume till it choked the whole corridor, and started shouting. Everybody wake up. New week, new blessing. Move. 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 Nobody called her. Nobody begged her. But she don't turn herself to human alarm clock. By 7 or 5 a.m., the whole family was standing in the parlor like students facing principal. Aunty Mama brought out one big notebook. From today, we go they do morning house meeting, she announced. Papa Sly blinked. Auntie, we know they. She raised one finger. Shoo. Let me finish. Papa Sly kept quiet. Who won't argue? Aunty Mama flipped her notebook and started. 1. Everyone must pray 30 minutes every morning. 2. Everyone must share one personal lesson for the day. 3. Everyone must greet her before 8 a.m. 4. Nobody should complain. Rose almost fainted. Sly almost shouted, "Oh." Why? Mama Rose just looked at Papa Sly like, "Toko, before we lose this house." Papa Sly cleared his throat. Aunty Mama. 30 minutes prayer. Every day. She smiled sweetly. Yes now. Abi you get something you dey hide. Silence filled the room. Nobody spoke again. By afternoon, the atmosphere shifted. While Mama Rose was cooking, she overheard Aunty Mama whispering on the phone. Yes. I don't reach. Don't call this line again. I say don't call this line again. I don't want anybody to know I'm here. Mama Rose froze. Who was that? Why the secrecy? Why the seriousness? Why the sudden drop from loud Aunty Mama to coded whispering? Mama Rose kept quiet and pretended not to notice, but her heart skipped. Something no dey add up. Tuesday morning, Rose wore her school uniform, ready for class. Just as she opened the gate, Aunty Mama appeared behind her like ghost. Where you dey go? Rose jumped. School. Good. I'm coming with you. Rose froze. For what? Aunty Mama smiled wide. I just want to check something. Check something. Since when do aunties follow children to school? But Rose no get choice. The moment they reached the school gate, teacher started greeting Aunty Mama like she be principal sister. She nodded like queen. Rose was embarrassed to her bone marrow. But the real problem began when one teacher said, Madam, sorry you resemble one woman way. Aunty Mama quickly cut her off. No. I have no twin. No sister. No relative. Don't mix me with anybody. Her voice was sharper than razor. The teacher just closed mouth. Rose looked at Aunty Mama again. Who exactly was this woman? And why she dey behave like person wey dey hide from world? That night, around 8:30 p.m., while everybody was doing their own thing, Aunty Mama suddenly stood up. I'm going out. I'll be back soon. Papa Sly looked confused. At this time? Aunty Mama hissed. I said I'll be back. She tied her scarf, grabbed her small handbag, and marched out of the house. Everybody stared at the door after she left. Mama Rose whispered. Papa Sly, follow her. Papa Sly's eyes widened. Follow who? Aunty Mama. Do I look like somebody we know like peace? But Mama Rose insisted. Follow her quietly. Something no dey right. Papa Sly had no choice. He wore slippers carefully, tiptoed out, and followed Aunty Mama from far distance. Aunty Mama took a long route, past small shops, crossed the street, then stopped at a corner where one black car was parked. A man came out. Tall. Serious face. Well dressed. Aunty Mama hugged him tightly. Papa Sly almost screamed. Who be that man? They talked in low voices, but Papa Sly managed to hear small. Man, you suppose don't tell them. Aunty Mama, I can't. Not yet. Man, but they will find out. Aunty Mama, let them not find out while I'm still inside that house. Papa Sly gasped. Inside which house? Which secret? The man touched her hand gently. 2 weeks is almost over. Are you ready? Aunty Mama shook her head. Not yet. I need more time. Papa Sly's legs began to shake. What is she running from? Who is this man? And why must Aunty Mama not be found out inside their house? He quickly sneaked back home before they noticed him. He reached home sweating like hot water was poured on him. Mama Rose rushed to him. What did you see? Papa Sly swallowed hard. My wife, your sister-in-law, she's hiding something big. Before anybody could confront her, Aunty Mama gathered them in sitting room again. She held her big notebook and said, I have new rules. Everybody groaned inside their mind. From today. 1. Nobody should enter my room. 2. Nobody should check my things. 3. Nobody should ask me where I'm going. 4. Nobody should talk to visitors at the gate without telling me. Rose frowned. Sly looked at Papa Sly. Papa Sly swallowed. These rules were getting stranger. Then she added one last rule. And finally, if anybody tries to expose me, I will pack my load and go. The silence was deep. Very deep. Too deep. Around 11 p.m., Rose woke up because she heard soft crying. She tiptoed out of her room and paused. It was coming from Aunty Mama's room. Aunty Mama. The woman who was stronger than bulldozer. Crying. Rose pressed her ear to the door. She heard. Please. I just need few more days. I beg you. I beg you. She sounded scared. Terrified. Broken. Rose stepped back quietly. Something dangerous was hiding inside Aunty Mama's life. Something she didn't want the family to know. Something that was getting closer. Something that was about to explode. 3 days later, around 7 p.m., somebody knocked heavily on the gate. Come. 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 Aunty Mama froze. She didn't blink. She didn't breathe. The knock came again. Come. 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 Aunty Mama whispered. Oh no, they found me. The whole family turned to her in shock. Who found you? Rose finally asked. Aunty Mama's voice was shaking. My past. The knock on the gate grew louder. Come. 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 The whole family stood still. Aunty Mama's hands were shaking. Even her eyes, always bold, always sharp, were now wet. Papa Sly whispered. Aunty Mama, who is at the gate? She swallowed hard. Nobody should open that gate. But the knock came again, stronger than before. KPAM. KPAM. Rose's heart was pounding. Mama Rose held her chest. Sly was already scanning the room for a hiding place. Papa Sly finally gathered courage. He stepped forward and said, Aunty Mama, we deserve to know the truth. What is happening? Aunty Mama covered her face with her hand. Tears dropped. Then she said the words that changed everything. My name is not just Aunty Mama. I used to work with a powerful woman. A woman who controls a lot of things behind closed doors. Everyone gasped. She continued. I was a personal assistant. I handled her documents, her secrets, her meetings. I saw things I wasn't supposed to see. Mama Rose's eyes widened. What kind of things? Aunty Mama took a shaky breath. Let me just say. Things that can shake big people in this city. She wiped her tears. One day, I decided to leave. I didn't want to be part of it again. I wanted a normal life. She looked at them desperately. But she told me, if you ever leave, I will find you. Silence filled the room like darkness. Then Aunty Mama whispered. I ran. I changed number. I left my house. I came here to hide. The knocking stopped. The sudden silence was even scarier. Rose slowly turned her head. Someone was standing outside the window. Tall. Still. Watching them. Rose screamed. Mama Rose grabbed her children. Aunty Mama fell to her knees. She has found me. Papa Sly rushed to the curtain and pulled it back. But nobody was there. The shadow had vanished. Then the knock returned. Bang! 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 But this time, it wasn't angry. It was calm. Almost polite. Like someone who knew they had already won. Papa Sly walked slowly to the gate. Every step felt heavy. He opened the small metal peephole. What he saw made him freeze. A woman. Well-dressed. Calm face. Cold eyes. She wasn't shouting. She wasn't angry. She was smiling. Papa Sly whispered. Madam, who are you? She replied softly. Tell Mama I'm here. Papa Sly nearly fainted. Why did she call her Mama? How did she know she was inside? He closed the peephole fast and ran back to the living room. Aunty Mama, she said she's here for you. Aunty Mama's shoulders dropped. It's her. She stood up slowly. Her entire body looked tired. Defeated. Ready. Aunty Mama walked to the gate. The family followed behind her like frightened chickens. She opened the gate gently. The woman at the gate smiled. So you finally came out. Aunty Mama lowered her head. Please. I just need more time. The woman stepped closer. You took something that belongs to me. Papa Sly panicked. Madam, we are innocent. Oh. We don't even know anything. The woman ignored him completely. Her eyes were fixed on Aunty Mama. You know why I'm here. Back inside the house, Aunty Mama walked straight to her room. She took a small brown envelope from her bag. The same bag she never allowed anyone to touch. When she returned to the gate, her hands were shaking. This is everything. The woman collected the envelope. She smiled softly. I knew you would come through. I'm not a bad person, Aunty Mama said quietly. I just wanted peace. The woman nodded. Peace is expensive. Then she turned and walked away. Entered her car. Drove off slowly. The moment she left, it felt like the whole street breathed again. As soon as the car disappeared, Aunty Mama collapsed into Mama Rose's arms and cried like a child. I'm tired of running. I didn't want to bring this problem to your house. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. For the first time, Mama Rose hugged her tightly. You are family. Even if you come with Walla, we go face it with you. Aunty Mama cried even harder. Sly wiped his own eyes secretly. Even Papa Sly blinked rapidly to stop tears. Aunty Mama woke up early, but she didn't ring bell or shout. She cooked breakfast quietly. She cleaned the house. She apologized again and again. Even her voice became soft. Far from the fire she brought 2 weeks ago. Later that afternoon, she packed her small bags. My time done reach. I need to go back home, start fresh, live a quiet life. Rose held her hand. Will you visit us again? Aunty Mama smiled. Maybe. But next time. I will come without trouble. They all laughed. For the first time, it felt real. Heartfelt. Peaceful. Aunty Mama stepped outside with her bags. She looked back once more. Thank you for hiding me. Even when you didn't know what you were hiding. She waved. They waved back. And just like that, Aunty Mama left. No drama. No shouting. No running. Just peace. Peace she fought for. Peace she almost lost. Peace she finally found. Sometimes, the people who bring the most trouble are the ones who need the most love. And sometimes, family doesn't come to give you comfort. They come to teach you courage.